So we'll take a small example and I'll show you that. So how to write unit format. All the annotations we'll take and we'll design the automation test case. So, and if you go to our blog also, there are a lot of scenarios I have given here. So you can see here with the scenarios. So with scenarios, I have see scenario name. Okay. So open the browser and open the URL, verify the page title and page heading. Click on form authentication link. Verify login page address bar, URL and page heading. Login with valid credentials. Verify secure area page heading and success message. Click on logout button. Login with valid username and invalid password. Verify error message. Login with invalid username and valid password. So these are different scenarios. So verify the error message. So login with invalid credentials. Verify error message. Close the browser. So these are the steps. Generally, you are writing a automation test case. First to note down the steps, the functional flow. Okay, each step by step. So how you are navigating, which action you are doing, you need to remember that steps while designing. Then you can design the automation test case nicely. If you are missing that, and it's difficult. Okay, so let's go and target this. First, I'll show you this. Open this HerokuApp website. So this is the website. So you can practice on this website. There is a lot of scenarios are there. You can practice. And form authentication, this one. You need to, so first landing page, you need to click on this form authentication. Then here we are doing more scenarios. See, this is the heading. And this is the URL, address bar URL. So you can enter Tom Smith in the username edit box. And super secret password in the password. So click on this. See if the password is invalid, it is clearly saying. Maybe something wrong we have given, Tom Smith. And something, I don't know what is wrong there. Yeah, now we are perfect, right? Logged in. See this message you have to validate. Then this heading, then logout. So click on logout. Then you will land here again in the login box. That's a first test case. Valid credentials test case. One test method you will write that. Next test methods you have to design. Next test methods. So next test method is invalid. So this is the one without username password. See, you will get this error message with invalid and valid password. Invalid username or valid password. So it will say your username is invalid. And you give username valid and password invalid. See, now it's saying password is invalid. So based on the scenario, the error message also will change. So that you need to validate. So different test cases will write. See, first I'll write browser launching and navigating to this page. One before all annotation I'll write, because I need to execute one time only this code. So let's go and design this. And I'll create a new package. Overall, I'll say new package is Junit programs. Click on finish. Now you can create a Junit class. How to create a Junit class? Right click on the package. New. You can see here Junit test case. You'll get an option. Junit test case. Click on that. So here you can see Junit 3, Junit 4, and Junit 5. Jupyter Junit means Junit 5. So source folder, package, and class name. You give your class name. You can see here annotations. Before all, after all. Before each, after each. So if you want, you can uncheck them. See, you can uncheck whichever you want. If you uncheck, they won't come. Only @test method will come by default. So take this, and I'm just taking, okay? So before each and after each. So we are taking, but I don't think we need a before each. But let's see. Okay, if you don't need, you can erase them. I'm not seeing a scenario where you can repeat the code for each test case. So that's why I don't need a before each. Before each, I'll tell you different place. So let's take only now before all or after all. And name, what is the name? HerokuApp login scenario test. HerokuApp login scenario test. Click on before all. So by default, you see it is asking add Junit file library to the build path. If you don't add, what will happen? You cannot use all these annotations before all, after all, @test2, before each, @after each. These annotated keywords you cannot use. If you want to use that code, you need to add this library to your project. So I'm adding to the project. Click on finish. Add and click on finish. See, automatically you got. See, this is the static method. This is the non-static method. So when you are working with with the Junit programs, you have to make WebDriver as a global static variable, because I want to use that variable in each method, all the methods. Then you make it a global variable. Private static. So WebDriver. So driver you make. So equal to null. Private static. So WebDriver weight. So weight equal to null. So WebDriver. So import it. So WebDriver weight, import it. So I made a global variables so that I can use them in my all the methods. That's the main agenda. So take this, and I'm just making driver equal to new Chrome driver. That's a first step. So basically you are launching the browser. Launch the browser. Next. So maximize the window. Driver dot So main is method dot window method dot maximize. Next, add implicit weight. So driver dot. So main is method dot timeouts method dot implicitly weight of. So duration dot of seconds. And seconds I am giving. Then create object for so Webdriver wait. So wait equal to new Webdriver wait. So driver comma duration dot of seconds. Duration dot of seconds I am giving 30. Now I am opening the URL. So driver dot get of URL. The get of URL is so this is the one. Next. So verify the page state. So I'm going to use as you can use first wait, okay? Wait dot until expected conditions dot title is. So what is the title? Just go and get the title. So then assertions dot assert equals or assert true. So basically I'm comparing my page title. So expected and actual. So assert equals. So directly I'm getting driver dot get title. So that's my actual value. What you are expecting? I'm expecting this value. So when you run time, what is the title? That's the actual. And what is your expectation? This is the expectation. Even you can write set to true also. So how to use set to true also? Let me show you. So one is enough, but both are not required. But I'm showing you how to use that. So your set to true means you are expecting should be true. You are expecting something true, and the page also it should be available. Driver dot get title dot contains. Why dot contains I'm using? Driver dot get title will return you a string type data. On the string you can call contains method, right? So what it will return this inside the parenthesis one. This code. What it will return? Hmm? Hmm? What is that?
String type data.
String.
Boolean value, sir.
Returns a
Sir,
Boolean
it written
value.
true or false.
Contains. Returns a Boolean value. String dot contains. Returns a Boolean. You are expecting true. If this returns a true, it will pass. For example, this returns false, it will fail. So that's the Boolean values it will return. Based on the inside what output you are getting. If you get a true, it will pass. If you get a false, it will fail. And you can write a comment also. For example, I want to write. So title is not matching. So if not matching, it will print this message to you. So like this, you can write all the assertions. Now, so this title is enough. If you want to verify this heading, you can verify the heading. Say H1 class. So I'll write a H1 class. So I'll wait dot until expected conditions dot. So visibility of element located. So by dot says a selector. So you write H1 dot heading. Why H1 dot heading I have written? What formula we applied? What is the formula we applied in CSS? Okay. So assert the element is present or not. So wait dot until we have already the assertions I have to use. So assertions class dot assert true. You're expecting it should be true. So I'm expecting this element should be available there. So driver dot find element. So pi dot CSS selector H1 dot heading. So why it's throwing error? So this element is present or not, I'm checking here. Okay, that's what. So you can use assert true. Now click on form authentication. This link. You can click on form authentication. By dot link text. Dot click. Okay. So now it will go to next page. So that's all in the before all I want to mention. So once it will go to that page, maybe I'll put in at the test method. I will verifications I'll put there. So after all, you just write driver dot close method I'm calling. It will close. So basically you can write here simple. If driver is not null. So that's the code. You can put it here. So these logics, we have to build. That's very important. So first test case, test with valid credentials. So then you verify. See, every time you have to verify this code. What is that form authentication? You have to verify this login page. And this URL is present on. So let's go and do this. Wait for this page title and wait for this heading. So because you clicked it, it will go to that page. Maybe if you want, you can write one time only. So I'll wait. So wait for the login page URL. So wait dot until expected conditions dot URL contains. You don't need to provide a complete URL. I can provide just a simple this. That's the advantage with URL contains. Same way, wait dot until expected conditions dot presence of element located. So by dot CSS selector, just do this. So what is that? H2. So div class H2. So how to write the CSS? Div dot example greater than H2. So that's what I'm going to do that. Div dot example greater than H2. If you have a doubt, so you just give here and test. First, before using that, you can test it. Control F, paste it. See, that's working perfectly. So it's working perfectly. So that's how we can do that. So let me. The one. See, 1 of 1. Okay. So what is missing here? Semicolon is missing. Semicolon is missing. That's it. Next. So what is this? You have to enter the username. So enter the username. So input username, name is username, ID username. So write that. Type the username in username edit box. So driver dot find element by dot ID value. See, I'm using all the locators basically. Send case. Sorry. So what is that? This is the one. Same. Type the password in password edit box. So I'll use name. So what is this one? So name, you take it. Okay. So this one, you just give this, what is the password here? Copy properly. Okay, so here, okay. Now, that's the next. Click on login button. So driver dot find element. So by dot xpath. So I can give xpath dot click. So let's go and so what you have button type submit. So let's use type submit. So we'll write here so that then it is going to be easy for us. So /button square bracket @type equal to submit. Type equal to submit. See, it is working, right? So you can use this one. Okay. So next. So what will happen? It will go to next page, right? Just give that. Quickly test it and go to that next page. And while designing the test case, so you have to do manual testing also because you have to navigate, right, to that page. See this one, I need to verify this message. So are you wait for this so URL first. So let's write that. Wait for the secure area URL. So wait dot until expected conditions dot URL contains. Basically, I'm making very strong validations. Then, so you get this message and you have to verify this message. So this secure area also you get and verify. Flash access is there, and you can get a flash message. First I'll verify. So this one, flash, otherwise you can use flash. So ID flash or flash access. So you can put this also. Let me show you this. Div flash access. So wait for the success message. Wait for the success message. So wait dot until expected conditions dot. So what is that? Presence of element located. Right? Presence of element located. So by dot CSS selector. So div dot class value. So wherever spaces are there, what we need to do? Put a dot. So after that, so this one, and get the message and validate it. So assert equals I'm going to use. So you get it first. So fetch the message, success message. String success message txt equal to driver dot find element by dot CSS selector. Put this message dot get text. Okay, now you write assertions dot assert equals. So the success message is the one, your actual value. What is your expectation? So my expectation is, this is my expectation. Oh, a lot of spaces. Then you cannot use assert equals. You have to use assert so true. So that dot contains this message.